Chapter 855, Black Bear, 1, Sky-Killing Wolf, what happened to you? How can you be covered in blood? The huge demonic beast asked in surprise when it saw the Sirius. Although Sky-Killing Wolf had opponents in the bone-eroding secret realm, he could basically do whatever he wanted. Even if he could beat Sky-Killing Wolf, it was impossible for him to be injured like this. Beast Lord, you don't know, but that human's strength is too terrifying. I reckon that his strength is comparable to yours. The Sky-Killing Wolf looked at the Beast Lord in front of him and could not help but say, ignoring the injuries on his body. Right now, Sky-Killing Wolf felt that he could only feel comforted by standing beside the Beast Lord. And the thing that the Sky-Killing Wolf called Beast Lord was not any other creature, but a huge black bear. His strength is on par with mine. After Black Bear heard Sky-Killing Wolf's words, he looked unhappy. Sky-Killing Wolf, you should know my strength. I have the strength of a Saint Emperor. Let alone the bone-eroding secret realm, even if I leave this place, no beast or human will be my match. When the Black Bear heard Sky-Killing Wolf's words, he was very unhappy. He had never been questioned before, but now his most trusted subordinate actually said that the human's cultivation was on par with his. How could he tolerate this? Sky-Killing Wolf, tell me where that human is. I want to meet him. Black Bear snorted coldly. Bang! However, at this moment, a loud bang came from the entrance of the Black Bear's cave. Left Protector, that bone-corroding red grass seems to be in this bear cave. Then, Black Bear heard a shout from outside. Truly overestimating oneself. A fiend race actually has designs on me, the 10 Sky Bear. Black Bear, who was going to find Xiao Changtian, didn't expect these demons to be so arrogant. In that case, let's deal with these demons first. The Black Bear walked out without thinking. Left Protector, I heard that there's a Saint Emperor beast in the bone-eroding secret realm. A demon asked worriedly as he looked at the huge cave. Shut your jinx. If it really was a Saint Emperor beast, why would it live here? This was an ordinary demon beast cave. The Left Protector of the demon race did not want to be so unlucky. They had wandered around this mystic realm for a long time before they found the location of this cave. Although they did not know what exactly lived in this cave, the bone-corroding red grass they were looking for was inside. You, go in and scout the way first. The Left Protector said to the demon race person who had just spoken. Yes. The demon race man didn't hesitate. He looked at the pitch-black cave and immediately walked in. However, after a long time, the demon race person still did not come out. Why are you so slow? The Left Protector looked at the pitch-black cave unhappily. This person must be punished when they return. Not only did he talk too much, but he was also so slow to scout the way. You guys follow me in and take a look. The Left Protector saw that there was no movement inside for a long time. She really could not wait any longer, so she called the demon race people beside her and walked inside together. Aren't you afraid of the demon beasts inside? However, just as these demon race people walked into the darkness, Black Bear's words rang in their ears. Isn't it just a little demon beast? With the Left Protector, what is there to be afraid of? Hearing that, a demon said indifferently. Ah! Who's talking? However, after he finished speaking, the demon race person finally reacted. You really overestimate yourself. Today, I'll let you all have a good look at the power of the little demon beast. After the Black Bear finished speaking, it immediately released its own pressure. Not good. Saint Emperor demonic beast. Run. The Left Protector had never thought that she would be so unlucky. The beast in the cave was not an ordinary beast, but the legendary Saint Emperor beast. Before anyone could react, the Left Protector disappeared from where she was. What a joke, the Left Protector would not be so foolish as to fight head-on with a Sage Sect-level demonic beast. Although the Left Protector ran very fast, the other demon race people did not react in time. They could only die miserably in the cave under the black bear's attack. No, we can't take such a risk. We have to think of a way. While Black Bear was dealing with the other demon race people, the left protector escaped from inside. The second day soon arrived. Yunling, let's part ways here first. All of you go and search for the things that you want to see in the Misty Cloud sect. I will go and search for my spirit tree seed. Looking at Yunling, Xiao Changtian said goodbye to her. Senior, you must take good care of yourself. Looking at Xiao Changtian, Yunling said reluctantly. Yunling didn't know when it started, but her feelings for Xiao Changtian had changed. At first, she was just grateful to Xiao Changtian, but now, for some reason, she wanted to follow him forever. Okay, you guys take care too. After greeting Yunling with a smile, Xiao Changtian led the group of people from the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets forward. At this moment, the members of the secret pavilion felt more and more useless. They had followed Senior for so long, and Senior could solve any problems with a wave of his hand. As for them, they just watched silently from the side, wondering why Senior had brought them here. First Elder, didn't you say that this bone-eroding mystic realm is very dangerous? Why didn't he feel anything after entering? Xiao Changtian asked the Great Elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets. Senior, maybe. The Great Elder of the Prophecy Pavilion also didn't know why Senior would ask such a question. Even if it was a life-threatening problem for them, Xiao Changtian could solve it with a wave of his hand. Therefore, the Great Elder didn't know how to answer Xiao Changshan's question. I know, it's because the things inside saw that we have 5 sage sect experts and didn't dare to come out and cause trouble. Xiao Changtian looked at the Great Elder with a face of realization. He had almost forgotten that there were 5 sage sect-level experts behind him. Even the most powerful demon beast would have to think twice before dealing with 5 of such powerful experts at once. Senior is right. Seeing Xiao Changtian like this, the people from the pavilion could only reply with a smile. Right, First Elder, when will our prophecy pavilion start dealing with the demons? Xiao Changtian asked in boredom. Senior, as long as you want, we can start when we return. The Great Elder of the Prophecy Pavilion slowly said. Elder, this matter still depends on you. As long as I find the spirit tree seed, call me anytime. Xiao Changtian nodded. After all, this demon had been so rampant recently. It was only a matter of time before he dealt with them. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know to report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 856, The Ancient Tree of the Gods, 1. Just like that, the people from the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets followed Xiao Changshan's footsteps and walked north for a long time. Putting everything else aside, this bone-eroding mystic realm is quite big. Where would the seed of the spirit tree be hidden? Standing in front of the group, he looked around and said. Senior, look over there. There seems to be a cave. Just as Xiao Changtian was looking around, a member of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets shouted. That's true. Let's go and take a look. Xiao Changtian looked at the cave without hesitation, because he could also feel that the seed of the spirit tree was in this area. Then, the few of them slowly walked towards the cave. Everyone, be careful. There might not be anything in this place. Xiao Changtian, who was walking in front, reminded him. However, the cave that Xiao Changtian and the others were going to was not the Black Bear's cave. Instead, it was a cave of unknown origin. There were countless caves in the bone-eroding mystic realm. The Black Bear simply found a cave with a good geographical location to live in. At this moment, the towering ancient tree in the cave also sensed that someone was slowly walking into the cave. Huel, when the towering ancient tree sensed that someone was coming, it quickly shook the leaves on the tree. After so many years, there are finally more people in this dark cave. The towering ancient tree sensed their footsteps and let out a sinister laugh. "Senior, why don't we go in and scout the way first?" The few people who had just entered the cave looked at Xiao Changtian and said. It had been the seniors who had been doing everything along the way. They had not done anything, so they felt a little guilty. And now was their chance to show off. "That's right. Senior, wait here first. Let us go in and explore the ground first." The great elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets said to Xiao Changtian. "Since you're all so enthusiastic, I'll wait for you here." Xiao Changtian saw how enthusiastic they were and immediately understood what was going on. These people must have sensed the danger in the cave. It seemed that he would be dragging them down if he followed them, so these people asked him to wait here. However, this was also good, in case he couldn't escape in time. Seeing that Xiao Changtian had agreed, the members of the secret pavilion nodded and walked into the cave. "Great Elder, be careful." Not long after they left, the scene in front of them suddenly became clear. However, just as First Elder stepped in, there was a sudden crashing sound around him. "Ha ha ha, humans, you're finally here." Just as they walked into the cave, the voice of the towering ancient tree sounded in their ears. That's actually the 2,000-year-old god who ancient tree." When they saw the scene before their eyes, their expressions changed. One had to know that an ordinary ancient tree would not grow for more than 1,000 years. There was only one ancient tree on the continent that could grow for such a long time, and that was the Hu God ancient tree. No one had ever seen the ancient tree of Hu God on the main road, so everyone thought that the ancient tree of Hu God was just a legend. They actually met today, and it was in the bone-eroding mystic realm. The few of them recognized the unique characteristic of the ancient tree of Hu God at a glance. One had to know that this 1,000-year-old tree had grown for 1,000 years, so its power naturally could not be underestimated. In fact, the cultivation base of this ancient tree could not even be described as saint rank. No one knew how powerful this ancient tree was. "You little Saint Sex and a little Saint King are actually so bold to come to the territory of my ancient tree. Aren't I afraid that your heads will fall off in the next second?" Looking at the people from the Heaven's Secret Pavilion, the ancient Hu God tree laughed loudly. "Goo! Senior ancient tree, we didn't come here to offend you on purpose. It's because we want to find the spirit tree seed." Looking at the Hu God ancient tree in front of him, even the great elder of the prophecy pavilion did not dare to act rashly. He could only speak in a low voice. After all, they couldn't defeat an old monster of this level even if they joined forces. Spirit tree seed? Did I hear wrongly? What? After the ancient Hu tree heard the first elder's words, it had a surprised expression. "You guys actually still have delusions about the spirit tree seed. This is simply a fool's dream." One had to know that this spirit tree seed was the most precious thing of the ancient tree. In order to protect its spirit tree seed, the ancient tree had hidden it in its trunk. The seed of the spirit tree was in the trunk of the ancient tree, providing energy to the ancient tree. Without the spirit tree seed, the 2,000 years of cultivation of the ancient tree would collapse. Therefore, the seed of the spirit tree was also the most precious thing of the ancient tree. "It's over, great elder. We seem to have angered this ancient tree." The people from the Heaven's Secrets Pavilion said in panic as they looked at the trembling leaves of the ancient tree. "Big! Great elder, we are no match for this ancient tree." Another person from the secret pavilion said with a trembling voice. "Ha ha ha, of course you're no match for me. Look at your feet." After hearing the words of the people from the Heaven's Secret Pavilion, the ancient Hu God tree laughed loudly. "I spent 500 years to refine the formation beneath your feet. In a few minutes, you will become my fertilizer." After the ancient tree of Hu God finished speaking, it still laughed out loud. "Big! Great elder, what should we do now?" The people from the prophecy pavilion looked at the great elder with fear on their faces. They could feel that even if they used all the spiritual energy in their bodies, they would not be able to lift their feet. Not to mention escaping. Everyone, don't panic. The great elder of the prophecy pavilion said. However, just as the great elder of the prophecy pavilion finished speaking, Xiao Changshan's voice came from behind. Great elder, why are you guys so slow? I've been waiting outside for so long that the flowers have withered. Xiao Changtian slowly walked over. Senior, don't go forward. Seeing Xiao Changtian walking towards them, the people from the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets urged loudly. In front of him is the formation of the ancient tree of Hu God. If Senior continues to walk forward, he will step into this formation. What is it? Do you have spirit tree seeds here? Because of the distance, Xiao Changtian couldn't hear what they were talking about. He thought that the people from the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets had found the spirit tree seed. Aya, I told you the spirit tree seed was here. It seems like my intuition is right. Xiao Changtian said as he walked towards Tian Qi. The people of the Heaven Secret Pavilion looked at Xiao Changshan's actions anxiously. They wanted Senior to not come. Why didn't Senior listen to his advice and still walked in? At this moment, the people from the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets were looking at Xiao Changtian anxiously. If you find any errors, ads pop-up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know to report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 857, Danger, 1, Yo, I actually got another mortal. But mortals are mortals, so be it. They'll be my fertilizer later. The ancient tree of Hu God said excitedly when it saw Xiao Changtian walking over. Aya, great elder, what should we do now? Senior, why can't you hear me? The people from the prophecy pavilion looked at the first elder anxiously. I don't know what to do either. The great elder was also very anxious at this moment. He also wanted to stop Xiao Changtian, but there was nothing he could do. After everyone closed their eyes and prayed, Xiao Changtian stepped into the array in front of them. Aya, I was wondering why you guys were standing there without moving. Is the spirit tree seed on that big tree in front? To everyone's surprise, Xiao Changtian actually walked to their side without being affected. This was a 1,000-year-old ancient tree. The Hu God ancient tree had spent 500 years to set up this array. How could Xiao Changtian travel so easily through this huge formation? This was simply too unbelievable. Similarly, the ancient tree of the Hu God was also shocked. What happened? What's wrong with this person? Why is he not restricted by my formation? At this moment, the ancient tree of Hu God looked at Xiao Changtian who was shuttling back and forth in the formation with shock and disbelief. No, I must be seeing things. Seeing Xiao Changtian walk to the side of the cultivators, the ancient tree comforted itself. He did not believe that the array he had refined for 500 years could not stop a mortal. Moreover, this array had consumed 200 years of his cultivation back then. Let alone a mortal, he could even deal with a pair of Saint Emperor black bears in the bone-eroding secret realm. Before. Senior, you're fine. Seeing Xiao Changtian walk to their side unscathed and walk back and forth freely in this array formation, the people of the Heaven Secret Pavilion were all stunned. Moreover, it wasn't just Xiao Changtian. When Xiao Changtian stood next to them, they had also escaped from the control of the array. What can happen to me? Xiao Changtian looked at them and said. There was nothing strange about this place. Why were they looking at him with such strange expressions? It was really baffling. No. It's nothing. Senior, be careful. The spirit tree seed is in that big tree. The great elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets explained with a smile when he saw Xiao Changshan's expression. That's right, why are they worried about Senior? What level of cultivation was Senior at? Was it still their turn to worry? Damn, this human is actually walking straight towards me. At this moment, the ancient tree of the Hu god was looking at Xiao Changtian, who was walking towards it, its eyes full of fear. At this moment, even if he wanted to deceive himself, he could not do anything. He could feel that even if he had 1,000 years of cultivation, he was still suppressed by Xiao Changtian. What was this person's strength? How could he be so powerful? The ancient Hu god tree was so frightened that it wanted to uproot itself and escape. However, because it had cultivated for 100 years, its roots had long become one with the ground under its feet. Therefore, the ancient Hu god tree had no way to retreat. Save! Help! Someone save me! In the end, seeing Xiao Changtian getting closer and closer, the ancient tree of Hu god helplessly sent a distress signal to the outside. However, one had to know that the entire God Hu ancient tree was the most powerful plant in the bone-eroding mystic realm. Now that such a powerful plant like him was in trouble, the other plants could not be saved even if they wanted to. Then, was that human finally going to attack the ancient tree? After hearing the call for help from the ancient tree, the swaying tree beside the morning pepper also trembled and said, "I told you, fortunately, that human didn't attack me and only plucked some of my chili. Otherwise, I would have died long ago." Even Chao Tianjiao said with lingering fear. "But poor Lord Hu, we can't do anything about such a strong human." At this moment, many plants outside were mourning for the ancient tree of Hu god. They were all willing but unable to do so. If they were to rush forward to rescue him now, they would only die. At this moment, the tree looked at Xiao Changtian in front of it and then looked outside the cave. After sending out the distress signal, there was no response at all. It felt a chill in its heart. Difficult. Could it be that my divine Hu ancient tree is going to die here today? Looking at Xiao Changtian, who was getting closer and closer, the ancient tree said in despair. In the past 1,000 years, he had killed countless cultivators. Could it be that everything that happened today was retribution? Not good. Old Hu is actually in danger now. Black Bear, who had just finished dealing with the demons, was slightly stunned after sensing the distress signal from the ancient tree. The ancient Hu god tree had a cultivation base of 1,000 years. Even the strength of their sage sect had suffered losses at its hands. Now, it actually sent out such a strange distress signal. Who had such great ability to actually make the ancient Hu god tree feel fear? Sky-killing wolf, hurry up and follow me to see what happened to the ancient tree. Looking at the sky-killing wolf that had just finished treating its wound, Black Bear called out to him. At this moment, after the heaven-splitter heavenly wolf heard Black Bear's words, it had a bad feeling in its heart. Could it be that person from before? Looking at Black Bear, Sky-killing wolf's guess grew stronger. However, Black Bear didn't believe him. Thus, when he saw Black Bear beckoning him to go with him, Sky-killing wolf resisted in his heart. What happened? Why is the Sky-killing wolf dawdling? Black Bear frowned as he looked at Sky-killing wolf standing there unwillingly. Beast Lord, I still feel uncomfortable. I have to. Why don't you go first? Looking at Black Bear's impatient face, Sky-killing wolf lowered his head and explained. Sky-killing wolf, I find that you are becoming more and more pretentious. Seeing Sky-killing wolf like this, Black Bear had an impatient look on his face. Then I'll go first. You follow me quickly later. After saying that, the Black Bear ran towards the cave of the ancient tree. What should we do now? The one who can make the ancient tree feel threatened must be that human. What can I do? If I go, I'll only be sending myself to death. Sky-killing wolf muttered as he watched Black Bear leave. It was better for him to stay here and watch the cave for the Beast Lord first. He would take a look at the Beast Lord situation later. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know to report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 859, the third spirit tree seed. 1. At this moment, not only were there people from the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets in this cave, but there were also barbarian elders hiding in the dark. The barbarian elder had sneaked in when Xiao Changtian and the others were concentrating on the ancient tree. However, the barbarian elder had not expected the ancient tree to be inside. He immediately regretted his decision and wanted to escape, but before he could do anything, the Saint Emperor He Xiong arrived. Big. Great Elder, what should we do now? Looking at the scene in front of them, the people of the barbarian sect asked in horror. Let's just hide here and not move. Maybe that black bear will leave after he finishes off Xiao Changtian. The barbarian elder swallowed his saliva and said. He really did not expect that this would actually happen. They did not dare to move at all, afraid that they would provoke the people present. No matter who they were all existences that the barbarian sect could not afford to offend. Hey, little black bear, I'm here. Xiao Changtian walked towards the black bear with the brick in his hand. Arrogant. He's simply arrogant. Black Bear couldn't stand such humiliation. He looked at Xiao Changtian and rushed forward without hesitation. Xiao Changtian saw the black bear rushing towards him and threw the brick at the black bear's head without hesitation. Bang! The moment the black bear touched the brick, it fell to the ground with a bang. What's going on? Seeing this scene, everyone present was stunned. That was a Saint Emperor level black bear. He was knocked out by Xiao Changshan's brick. What was going on? Then. That human. At this moment, the black bear that was smashed felt incomparable fear. How could this human in front of him be immortal? It could actually make him so afraid. This black bear is really weak. It was knocked down by a brick. Looking at the black bear that was slapped to the ground, Xiao Changtian smacked his lips and shook his head in disdain. This is simply too terrifying. Looking at Xiao Changtian, the ancient tree behind him fell into despair once again. He should not believe that someone could deal with this human in front of him. Little black bear, I still have things to do now. If you know what's good for you and leave, then I won't hold it against you. Xiao Changtian said as he looked at the black bear that was howling on the ground. Woo! Woo! Under Xiao Changshan's gaze, the black bear stood up immediately and ran out of the cave. The moment he stood up, he felt dizzy. He almost fell to the ground again. Alright, it's just a black bear. Luckily, my hand is strong. One brick was enough to hurt it. Xiao Changtian turned around and consoled them as he watched the black bear leave. At this moment, the people from the barbarian sect who were hiding in the dark were so shocked that they could not recover for a long time. Big. Great Elder, why don't we just forget about Xiao Changtian and young Master Manly? Finally, one of the barbarians came back to his senses and said slowly to the barbarian elder. Do you think I would be so stupid as to cause trouble for Xiao Changtian? Looking at the person in front of him, the barbarian elder said in a low voice. What a joke, right? How could they find trouble with a person who could knock down a Saint Emperor beast with a single brick? Before. Senior, you're amazing. All the people from the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets were filled with admiration when they saw this. They had never thought that their senior would be so powerful that he could easily defeat a Saint Emperor demon beast. At this moment, they were all thinking at the same time, what kind of strength did senior have? They originally thought that Qian Bei was a Saint Emperor, but now it seemed like he was even more powerful than a Saint Emperor. It's just a black bear. Although it looks a little big, it's really not as scary as you think. Xiao Changtian couldn't help but say when he saw the stunned expressions on their faces. Alright, it's time to get the spirit tree seed. Then, Xiao Changtian came to the ancient tree of Hu God again. What should we do? What should he do? Forget it, he'll go all out. Looking at Xiao Changtian, the ancient Hu God tree said in fear. Because he had to make a decision. He had to hand over the spirit tree seed in exchange for a chance to live. Crash! Crash! Under Xiao Changshan's gaze, the ancient tree of Hu God shook violently. What's with this tree? Could it be that my charm is so great that even the tree can't help it? Xiao Changtian said in surprise as he looked at the shaking ancient tree. Pa! Pa! Under Xiao Changshan's astonished gaze, the huge bark of the ancient tree began to fall off piece by piece. D*mn, that can't be. I'm not interested in a tree. Xiao Changtian didn't expect that the tree would shed its skin on its own. It really shocked Xiao Changtian. That was, spirit tree seed. Just as Xiao Changtian took 2 steps back and was ready to deal with any unexpected situation, he suddenly saw the seed of the spirit tree emitting a gentle green light in the trunk. So this tree knows that I'm looking for the spirit tree seed. Xiao Changtian said in surprise after seeing the seed of the spirit tree. Not bad, not bad. I didn't expect this tree to understand human language. Xiao Changtian said happily after picking up the seed. The ancient tree of Hu God saw that Xiao Changtian didn't pay attention to it after he got the seed of the spiritual tree. He secretly let out a sigh of relief. Fortunately, I made the decision in time. Otherwise, I'm afraid I would have been a dead tree by now. Although the ancient Hu God tree had lost its spirit tree seed, it was no longer so panicked when it saw that it could still survive. Congratulations, Senior, for obtaining the spirit tree seed. Seeing the joy on Xiao Changshan's face, the few people from the Heaven's Secret Pavilion immediately stepped forward and said. Ha ha ha, since we've got the item, it's time for us to return. Xiao Changtian said with satisfaction after keeping the seed. Alright, he had already collected 3 of them. As long as he found the remaining 7, he could buy them from the system. Alright, Senior, let's go now. At this moment, the great elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets was even more respectful towards Xiao Changtian. A person with the strength of a senior had already surpassed their understanding. They could only treat such a person with respect. Then, they walked out of the cave. No, why was there a demon aura? Just as the great elder of the Prophecy Pavilion walked out of the cave, his expression suddenly changed. He then looked into the distance and said, if you find any errors, ads pop-up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know to report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 861, Sacred Lord Demonic Flames Fury, 1, since that expert has already caught up. You don't have to live anymore. After Black Bear finished speaking, he slapped the left protector in front of Sky-Killing Wolf into meat paste. At this moment, in the demon race. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame, the left protector has sent a message, a demon race person said to Sacred Lord Demonic Flame. Oh. Ha ha ha, really? What good news? Did you get the bone-corroding red grass? Sacred Lord Demonic Flame was delighted to hear this. It seemed that the bone-eroding mystic realm was not that scary. It had only been a short time and the left protector had already obtained the item. No, it's about Xiao Changtian. The demon said with a trembling voice. Xiao Changtian. What about that person? Has he been killed? Although Sacred Lord Demonic Flame was a little disappointed, she still had a smile on her face. No, the left protector was being chased by Xiao Changtian and sent a message to warn us to be careful of him. The demon race man finally explained the contents of the transmission. What? Sacred Lord Demonic Flame stood up in shock. Reporting, Holy Lord Demonic Flame, something bad has happened. The left protector's lantern has been extinguished. At this moment, another demon race person rushed in and said. What? Preposterous. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's eyes widened in shock. What about the others who went with us? Sacred Lord Demonic Flame asked again. Reporting to Sacred Lord Demonic Flame. The others who went with us have already extinguished their light signs. That person did not hide anything and told him everything truthfully. Damn it. This is simply too hateful. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame was so angry that he couldn't even finish his words. Looking at the entrance of the Demon Race Hall, his eyes were scarlet and filled with killing intent. A puny human dares to provoke us demons time and time again. This was simply too much. Do you really think that my demon race is so easy to bully? Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's face was filled with rage. What kind of trash was this Xiao Changtian? He actually dared to be so arrogant. Mo Yen, as far as I know, Xiao Changtian is backed by the Heaven's Secret Pavilion. At this time, the demon god Saintess walked out from the side and said slowly. It's just a small pavilion of heavenly secrets. How dare you be so arrogant? The anger on Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's face became even more obvious when she heard the name of the secret pavilion. If he had known that the left protector was a subordinate that he had carefully nurtured, he would have been his right-hand man for many years. Not only did the left protector do things neatly, but her strength had also reached the level of a sage sect. It was also a very prestigious existence in the demon race. But now, he was actually killed by a human, and it was said that he was immortal. This made Sacred Lord Demonic Flame furious, but at the same time, she found it unbelievable. That Xiao Changgishan has repeatedly ruined the plans of my demon race. Very good, you have successfully made me remember you. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame took a deep breath and slowly said, Demonic Flame, looks like we won't be able to get the bone-corroding red grass back this time. The God-fiend goddess shook her head as she watched Sacred Lord Demonic Flame. If we miss this opportunity, the Demon Lord might not be able to wake up for long. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame took a deep breath and closed her eyes. It's all this Xiao Changshan's fault. The matter of the Demon Master could only be put aside for now. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame said unwillingly. Since that's the case, we'll have to deal with this Xiao Changtian. At that time, in the Black Bear's cave. Quick, follow me. Fortunately, I was smart back then and left a secret passage in my cave. Black Bear looked at the dead left protector and turned to Sky-Killing Wolf. Following that, under the lead of Black Bear, Sky-Killing Wolf and the Python walked towards the secret passage and blocked the entrance. This time, even if that human came, he probably wouldn't be able to find them. At this moment, Xiao Changtian and the others were standing outside the Black Bear's cave. Io, why are you guys running so fast? I can't even keep up. Xiao Changtian stood beside them and said while panting heavily. Senior, that demon seems to have escaped. Looking at Xiao Changtian, the great elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets said solemnly. What? Escaped? To be able to run so fast, weren't you all chasing after him? Xiao Changtian was stunned by the great elder's words. We were chasing after him, but in the blink of an eye he disappeared. The elder looked at Xiao Changtian and said apologetically. Who knew that the demon race person was actually so strange? He was clearly right under his nose, but he actually disappeared just like that. Hey, look, there's another cave up ahead. Maybe that demon is hiding there. Xiao Changtian pointed at the Black Bear cave and said. Senior, that demon can't be so stupid as to hide in there, right? A member of the secret pavilion said in disbelief. How do you know if you don't go and take a look? Xiao Changtian said to them and walked towards the Black Bear's cave. Idiot! You actually dare to question Senior. Right after Xiao Changtian left, the great elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets slapped the man's head. This idiot actually dared to question his senior. He was simply courting death. Big. First elder, I didn't question senior. I was just thinking that the demon couldn't possibly hide in there openly like this. Looking at the first elder, that person said with an aggrieved expression. Don't worry about it. Let's follow Senior in and take a look first. The great elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets glared at the man before following Xiao Changtian. Then, the few of them arrived at the Black Bear's cave one after another. Great Elder, come and take a look. Just as the Great Elder entered the cave, he heard Xiao Changshan's shout. I told you that this demon was in this cave, but it seems to be dead now. Xiao Changtian looked at the dead bodies of the Asmodeans on the ground and looked around thoughtfully. This demon seemed to have been slapped to death by something. His corpse was flattened. What was it that could be so terrifying? Hiss. Fortunately, I didn't meet this thing. Otherwise, I won't be able to survive. Xiao Changtian shook his body and muttered. Yes, Senior, this demon is already dead. After hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the great elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets hurried over to check. Left? Wasn't this demon the left protector of the demon race? Suddenly, the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets saw a large left character on the left protector's waist token. He did not expect the left protector of the demon race to be killed just like that. At this moment, the first elder of the Prophecy Pavilion felt as if he was dreaming. No, I must report this matter to the Pavilion Master when I get back. If you find any errors, ads pop-up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know to report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 863, Beyond the Three Realms, 1, Senior, I'm really fine. Master Wanshou looked at Xiao Changtian helplessly. He didn't want to say that this was an injury that he had never gotten into a fight with someone. It would be so embarrassing if word got out. Since you don't want to say it, then forget it. Seeing Master Wanshou's resistance, Xiao Changtian didn't force him anymore. After all, Xiao Changtian never liked to force others. At this moment, in the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets. Is what you said true? The Pavilion Master of the Secret Pavilion was shocked and he heard the first elder's words. That's right, Pavilion Master. Senior can even easily deal with a black bear of the Sage Sect level. At this moment, the great elder of the Prophecy Pavilion had a serious expression on his face. He did not have the slightest intention of joking. I didn't expect it, I really didn't expect it. I originally thought that Senior was a peak expert with the strength of a Saint Emperor, but your strength far exceeded my expectations. The Pavilion Lord of the Secret Pavilion muttered as he looked at the distance. It had been many years since an expert with the strength of a Saint Emperor had appeared in the entire Jade Lake Sacred World. Even the rare experts in the Jade Lake Sacred World, such as the Grand Elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets, were only saint rulers. Now that he knew that Xiao Changtian was not only a Saint Emperor, this was beyond his knowledge. Pavilion Master. Do you think Senior has already surpassed the three realms? Looking at the shocked expression on the Pavilion Master's face, the Great Elder suddenly thought of something. Beyond the three realms. The Pavilion Master's expression changed when he heard this. That's right. Why didn't I think that Senior's strength had already surpassed the three worlds? At this moment, the Pavilion Master of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets finally realized that there was always someone better than him. If not for the fact that Senior's strength was beyond the three worlds, how could he have adopted that ancient immortal beast as a pet? If Senior's strength wasn't outside of the three worlds, how could he have so easily controlled the Saint Emperor Black Bear in the bone-eroding secret realm? Therefore, all these signs showed that Senior's strength was outside the three worlds. No one could be his match at all. Great Elder, it's fine as long as we all know about this matter. Don't tell outsiders. With Senior's strength, he must be tired of living like a master by pretending to be immortal. We can't disturb Senior. Thinking of this, the Pavilion Master of the Prophecy Pavilion looked at the Great Elder of the Prophecy Pavilion and instructed. With Senior, the demons won't be able to cause any trouble. At this moment, Xiao Changshan's position in the Pavilion Master's heart was comparable to that of a god. Meanwhile, in the barbarian sect. Father. That great elder is getting more and more outrageous. My Dantian was injured by that person, and in the end, First Elder didn't help me take revenge. Manly, who had returned to the barbarian sect, flew directly to the room of the sect master of the barbarian sect. He looked at the sect master and complained. What? My son's Dantian is damaged. Hearing this news, the leader of the barbarian sect's expression instantly turned extremely cold. Quickly go and call the great elder over. This sect master wants to properly ask what's going on. The leader of the barbarian sect shouted at the guard at the door. He only had one precious son, and he was still counting on his precious son to take over the barbarian sect in the future. In the end, his Dantian was actually damaged. This matter could not be let go so easily. At this moment, the barbarian elder had just walked to the entrance of the barbarian sect. Big. Great elder, bad news. Quickly go and find the sect master. The sect master is angry. Looking at the barbarian elder, the barbarian immediately said loudly. I understand. I'll go now. Elder Mani knew that the first thing this man Li would do when he returned was to complain. Then, the barbarian elder quickly walked towards the room of the barbarian sect master. Sect master. The barbarian elder looked at the barbarian sect master and said respectfully. Did you get the Yellowstone back? Looking at the barbarian elder, the barbarian sect master did not get angry immediately. Instead, he asked slowly. Sect master, the Yellowstone has been found. Please take a look. Then, the barbarian elder took out a yellow stone and handed it to the barbarian sect master. This matter was handled well. Looking at the yellow stone in his hand, the chief nodded in satisfaction. But, what's going on with Man Li Dantian? I specifically asked you to take good care of him before I left. Looking at the barbarian elder, the barbarian sect master's face gradually revealed an angry expression. Thinking about how his precious little one had actually suffered such an injury, the barbarian sect master couldn't bear it. Sect master, you don't know. That person called Xiao Changtian had a powerful background. The barbarian elder knew that the barbarian clan master would be extremely furious. Hence, he explained. It's just Xiao Changtian. I heard from Lier that he doesn't have any spiritual power. In other words, he's just a mortal. So what if a mortal had a background? Looking at the barbarian elder, the barbarian sect master said with dissatisfaction. Sect master, calm down. If we can really deal with it, would I just let it go? Moreover, that person could easily chase away a Saint Emperor Black Bear. There were also people from the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets behind him. The barbarian elder immediately explained loudly. Hee, First Elder, I know that you are secretly not very satisfied with me. However, I did not expect you to be so bold now and even dare to deceive this sect master. After listening to the great elder's words, the anger on the barbarian sect master's face became even more obvious. He knew that the great elder was definitely looking for an opportunity to take revenge on him. The leader of the barbarian tribe and the elder of the barbarian tribe had a conflict before, but because of this incident, the two of them temporarily put aside their grudges. The leader of the barbarian tribe did not expect that the first elder would dare to lie to him like this. He simply did not put him, the leader, in his eyes. Sect master. You must believe me. Looking at the Mani patriarch in front of him, the elder had already guessed the situation. After all, anyone who heard such a thing would be suspicious. First elder, this sect master finally understands. You just don't like this sect master, right? The barbarian tribe sect master looked at the barbarian tribe elder with a cold smile on his face. And you even have the support of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets? Hee, what a joke. What level of existence was the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets? Would he support someone so easily? First elder, next time you try to fool this sect master, you better draft it a few more times. Otherwise, this sect master won't believe it. After the sect master of the barbarian tribe finished speaking with a face full of anger, he looked at the barbarian tribe elder quietly. The barbarian elder knew that with the sect master's current appearance, he would not believe anything he said. Sect master, the current situation is not optimistic. I am not joking. If you don't believe me, you can go and investigate. However, sect master, you have to be prepared for the consequences of investigating Xiao Changtian. In the end, the first elder said helplessly. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know to report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 865, Looking for Trouble, 1. What are these detestable demons doing? At this moment, the pavilion master's face turned extremely ugly. These demons actually went to find trouble with Senior so recklessly. They were simply courting death. Then pavilion master, do we still have to attack? The great elder of the secret pavilion asked when he saw the pavilion master's gloomy expression. With Senior's strength, do you still need us to attack? The pavilion master of the pavilion of heavenly secrets took a deep breath and said. Let's see what Senior's attitude is first. We'll make a decision later. Meanwhile, in the glorious star restaurant. Alright, stop eating. It's time to get down to business. Saint Lord Six looked at the other demons and said. Sixth brother, what should we do next? The surrounding demons asked in confusion. Just look at me. Holy Master Six said to the few of them in a bad mood. These people were just waiting for death by his side. After second divine ancestor Lu finished speaking, he glanced around. Waiter, come here. Holy Master Six shouted at the white beast from afar. Sir, what's the matter? The white beast walked over and asked with a smile. You said that your boss is the chef for today's dish, right? Holy Master Six said with a smile as he watched the white beast walk over. Yes, our boss personally cooked today. How do you feel? Although the white beast didn't know what these people wanted to do, it still praised Xiao Changtian. How is it? Heh, what kind of rubbish is this? He wouldn't even eat it if he gave it to a dog. Call your boss out. Sacred Lord Six said rudely. The white beast's expression changed drastically upon hearing Saint Master SX's words. These people in front of him were here to find trouble, right? Why didn't you hear me? Hurry up and call your boss over. Saint Master Six looked at the white beast in front of him and said impatiently. Although the white beast wanted to make a move, it remembered the rules of the glorious star restaurant. The customer was God, and there must be no conflict with the customer. All right. In the end, the white beast glared at Sacred Master Six before walking towards the kitchen. Sixth brother, your move is still the best. Looking at Holy Master Six, the few people around him were undoubtedly prostrating themselves in admiration. He didn't expect Saint Master Six to be so smart. He used this method to call Xiao Changtian out. This way, not only could he observe Xiao Changshan's strength better, but he wouldn't be exposed easily. Just wait and see how I deal with Xiao Changtian. Speaking up to this point, Holy Master SX's face was filled with determination. After a while, Xiao Changtian followed the white beast out of the kitchen. What's wrong? These few guests. Is there something wrong with my cooking? Xiao Changtian had also heard from the white beast that the guests at this table were here to cause trouble. Although he was a little surprised, he still came out to take a look. Are you the owner of this glorious star restaurant? When Xiao Changtian came out, Saint Master Six kept sizing him up. That's right, customers. I'm the owner of Star Glory Restaurant. I'm also the head chef today. Are you not used to the food? Xiao Changtian didn't want to have any conflict with these people. After all, there were other guests in the glorious star restaurant. It would not be good if word got out. After observing Xiao Changtian for a while, the disdain on Saint Lord Success' face became even more intense. What kind of expert was this Xiao Changtian? He was clearly just a mortal. How could the left protector die at the hands of such a person? It's not that I want to say this, but what are you guys doing? Not only was it terrible, but it was also so expensive. Wasn't this cheating? Looking at Xiao Changtian, Saint Lord Six said rudely. Since he knew the true face of Xiao Changtian, he did not need to be careful anymore. Dear guests, our glorious star restaurant is not a place for you to find trouble. Xiao Changshan's face darkened after hearing the Saint Lord's words. You said that our food tastes bad, so why did you eat it all? There are also people who say that the dishes of our Xinhua restaurant are expensive. Hee, it's really ridiculous. The most a dish of our Xinhua restaurant costs is only 3 gold coins. Are you all beggars? Even these few gold coins are too expensive. Looking at the sacred Lord Lu and Xiao Changtian in front of him, he was even more unceremonious. Xiao Changtian believed that customers were God. However, if someone really wanted to pick a fight with them, Xiao Changtian would not let them off easily. Moreover, these people in front of him looked like they were deliberately looking for trouble. That's right. What was going on with these people? Could he be that poor? It was already so cheap, yet he was still looking for trouble. These people look like those kinds of deadbeats. They probably don't want to pay. He doesn't even want to pay these few gold coins. This is really shocking. This person is really shameless. The surrounding people were also attracted by Xiao Changshan's commotion. They didn't expect that there would be people looking for trouble in a place like the Glorious Star Restaurant. The dishes in Glorious Star Restaurant were not only delicious and nutritious, but they were also cheap. It had always been the most affordable restaurant in Star Town. As long as it was a resident of Star Town, there was no one who did not praise Star Glory Tower. As for the 6 holy masters, they had also seen it with their own eyes. These people were deliberately looking for trouble, or they wanted to renege on their debts. Seeing how everyone around him was criticizing him, Holy Master Six's expression turned extremely ugly. You! What do you know? Saint Master Six looked at Xiao Changtian and the others angrily. His cooking is obviously terrible. You're actually speaking up for him. Alright. If you really don't have the money to pay, then this meal will be on me. Xiao Changtian said helplessly as he looked at Saint Master Six's unreasonable behavior. He did not expect to meet such a shameless customer. You! Saint Lord Six was speechless at Xiao Changshan's attitude. Do you think he'll go back on my word? You, hurry up and take out some gold coins. Saint Sovereign Six finished talking to Xiao Changtian and then looked at a demon beside him and shouted. 6. Brother Lulu, where am I going to get gold coins? I don't have any. The person who was called was stunned and quickly said. Damn. Holy Master Six was embarrassed, and then he asked the demon beside him. 6. Brother Lulu, I didn't do it either. The demon also said with a sad face. 6th brother, none of us have it. Seeing the anger on Saint Lord Six's face, the people beside him said in unison. They were in the demon race every day, so they didn't need gold coins at all. Moreover, even if they did, they didn't have any. In this world, you have the nerve to come out to eat without money. That's right. You can't afford it and you still want to cheat. Seeing the Saint Lord and the others like this, the surrounding people all looked at them with disdain and even pointed at them. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know to report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 866, Damn it, 1, the few of you are simply infuriating me. Sacred Master Six looked at the few people in front of him with anger. He had never been treated like this, and no one had ever dared to laugh at him like this. And now, it wasn't just one person. The group of people around him looked at him as if they were looking at an idiot. This simply made Sacred Master 6 feel ashamed. No, I already said that I won't charge you guys any money. You guys should leave quickly. Xiao Changtian looked at them and said helplessly. These people standing here were simply affecting his business. Under the strange gazes of Xiao Changtian and the others, Saint Lord 6 glared at Xiao Changtian and left with his men. That Xiao Changtian deserves to die. After Saint Master 6 walked out, he looked at Glorious Star Tower behind him and said fiercely. That's right, that's right. That Xiao Changtian was simply too arrogant. The demons beside him looked at Sacred Master SX's furious appearance and echoed. You guys shut up. Hearing the words of the people beside him, Holy Master 6 said angrily. Other than having a mouth to speak, these people were useless. They were still in front of him and annoyed him. Sixth brother, don't be angry. Why don't we think of another way? A demon race man walked up and said carefully. What else can we do? I already know Xiao Changtian. He was just a person who knew how to play tricks. Saint Master 6 looked at the few of them and sighed. Don't worry about that. Let's go back first. In the end, Holy Master 6 glared at the Glorious Star Tower in the distance before bringing the few of them back to the demon race. At that moment, in the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets. Pavilion Master, those demon race people have already left. He left Stellar Town. The Great Elder of the Secret Pavilion reported to the Pavilion Master. Senior actually didn't kill them. The Pavilion Master of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets said with some doubt when he heard this news. But Senior has his own plans. Then, the Pavilion Lord of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets nodded again. Senior must have some thoughts. Otherwise, he would not have let those demons go. Just like that, after a few days of peace in Starry Town, an uninvited guest came to the Starry sect. Reverend Wanshou, have you thought about the matter I told you about? A white-bearded old man in the star asked Taoist Wanshou. Chu Sheng. Don't even think about that. Taoist Master Wanshou said angrily as he looked at the white-bearded old man in front of him. One had to know that this Taoist Chu Sheng in front of him wanted the plaque on the door of his senior, the Glorious Star Pavilion. How could Taoist Wanshou let him succeed in this matter? One had to know that the old Taoist called Chu Sheng in front of him was at the level of a sage sect, while the Wanshou immortal was only at the level of a sacred sovereign. The two of them were not on the same level at all. At first, Taoist Wanshou did not agree to this matter, and Taoist Chu Sheng broke one of his arms. Then, he gave Taoist Wanshou half a month to consider. If he could not consider it in half a month, then Taoist Chu Sheng would be serious. Reverend Wanshou, have you really thought it through? Isn't it just a plaque? Are you going to use your life to resist me? Chu Sheng didn't know that even though he wanted that plaque, Master Taoist Wanshou refused to hand it over no matter what. He knew that the Glorious Star Tower was under the name of the Starry Sky sect. It wasn't too much for him to ask for a plaque, right? When Chu Sheng saw the plaque for the first time, he was deeply shocked. He had never thought that someone's calligraphy could be so shocking and contain such a strong power. Therefore, when he found out that the Glorious Star Tower was under the Starry Sky sect, he immediately went to find Master Wanshou. However, he did not expect that this Taoist Master Wanshou would be so tactless as to reject him time and time again. Forget it. Seeing you like this, I'll go get it myself. Chu Sheng looked at Master Taoist Wanshou's determined expression and glared at him before turning around and leaving. On the other side, the barbarian tribe sect master had arrived outside Star Town. Are you sure? Was that Xiao Changtian in this Star Town? Looking at the small town in front of him, the barbarian sect master asked indifferently. Yes, sect master, he is indeed in this Star Town. However, the informant in front just said that Xiao Changtian has left his restaurant and returned to his residence. A member of the barbarian sect answered. It's good that you're back at your own home. It'll be convenient for us to take action. The barbarian sect master snorted coldly and said with a smile. Originally, he was worried that the location of the restaurant was too prosperous and it would be difficult to make a move. Now that Xiao Changtian had returned to his home, the heavens were on his side. Then, the leader of the barbarian tribe brought the few people behind him and walked towards Xiao Changshan's small courtyard. After a while, the barbarian sect master and the others arrived at Xiao Changshan's courtyard. I was wondering where Xiao Changtian lived. He didn't expect to live in such a small rundown courtyard. Seeing this scene in front of me, the leader of the barbarian race believes that the barbarian race is playing with me. Why do you want to live in such a shabby place? Sect master, are we going to make a move now? Looking at the dilapidated small courtyard in front of them, the few people who had followed the barbarian sect master were also very surprised. The few of them had heard from the Grand Elder that the person they were looking for this time was extremely powerful and not to be trifled with. However, looking at the small courtyard in front of them, the few of them did not believe the words of the first elder at all. That's right, who would live in such a place? The house looked so shabby. Looks like we don't have to sneak around anymore. The barbarian tribe sect master snorted. He was going to go to his room and torture Xiao Changtian. Then, the barbarian sect master led a few people forward. Looking at the small courtyard in front of him, the barbarian sect master smiled and knocked on the door. Coming right away. Feng Ling who heard the knock on the door, immediately ran over and said. I wonder what you're here for. Feng Ling opened the door and looked at the people in front of her as she asked in confusion. Senior didn't tell her that someone was coming to the house today. Feng Ling spent most of her time on Phoenix Perch Peak and didn't know anyone from the barbarian sect. Hence, she looked at the barbarian sect master in front of her with confusion. We are here to find Xiao Changtian. The barbarian tribe sect master said bluntly. Looking for Senior? Then why don't you guys come in? Senior just went to the backyard. I'll call him right away. Feng Ling didn't dare to neglect them. These people looked very strong. They might be Senior's friends. If the demonic beast chased them away by itself, if Senior was angry, she would be finished. Chapter 867, Run quickly. 1, Please wait here. I'll go to the back and call Senior. After Feng Ling finished speaking, she quickly walked back. Senior, there are people looking for you outside. Feng Ling quickly said after seeing Xiao Changtian. Several people. Xiao Changtian asked in confusion. Who is it? I didn't hear anyone coming either. Although Xiao Changtian was confused, he still walked forward. Black Tortoise and the others were lying in the back of the house and did not go to the front, so the few people from the barbarian sect were not frightened by them. Excuse me, who are you? Looking at the sect leader of the barbarian sect sitting in front, Xiao Changtian asked doubtfully. He did not know these people at all. Xiao Changtian, you're finally out. Looking at Xiao Changtian, the leader of the barbarian sect sneered. I am the leader of the barbarian sect. I'm sure you know about our barbarian sect. At this moment, the leader of the barbarian sect looked at Xiao Changtian with disdain. Xiao Changtian was just a mortal. His precious son's Dan Tian was actually damaged by such a mortal. How was this possible? The great elder must have colluded with Xiao Changtian to act so unscrupulously while this mortal was with the Heaven's Secret Pavilion. Barbarian sect. Hearing the words of the leader of the barbarian sect, Xiao Changtian instantly understood what was going on. It turned out that he had hit him. He had come to find trouble. He even brought so many people with him. What a joke. You injured my son, Manly. Do you think you can run away so easily? Looking at Xiao Changtian, the leader of barbarian sect said with a fierce face. When Feng Ling saw this scene, she instantly understood. These people in front of him were here to cause trouble. However, they had found the wrong person. Did they really think that Xiao Changtian was someone to be trifled with? Hee, a few of you are in the wrong. I was just teaching him a lesson with a wooden stick. What's wrong with that? Xiao Changtian looked at the few people and his expression gradually became serious. Did these people really think that they were easy to bully? Hee, what a joke. You only gave my son a meal. Then he'll beat you up with a wooden stick today. The leader of the barbarian sect was smiling coldly. He looked at Xiao Changtian with a gloomy face and murderous intent in his eyes. After he taught Xiao Changtian a lesson, he would teach the great elder a lesson when he returned. At this moment, under the eaves of the back room. Damn it, someone's here to court death again. White Tiger said angrily when he heard the commotion in front of him. Black Tortoise, it's your turn this time. Looking at Black Tortoise beside him, White Tiger urged. I know. I'm going now. The Black Tortoise said slowly and crawled forward. At this moment, although Xiao Changtian was extremely angry, he also knew that the barbarian sect in front of him was not to be trifled with. Moreover, he didn't know what kind of strength the leader of the barbarian sect was. If he really fought with him, he probably wouldn't have much chance of winning. At this moment, the leader of the barbarian sect was about to attack Xiao Changtian. However, just as he was about to attack, he suddenly saw the Black Tortoise coming out from the corner of the roof. Looking at the Black Tortoise, the barbarian sect master, who was about to attack, suddenly stopped. Then. What is that? The sect master of the barbarian sect thought that he had seen wrongly. He rubbed it in disbelief and looked at Black Tortoise. F***ck. Really? The Black Tortoise looked at the leader of the barbarian sect with disdain. With such strength, he still dared to disturb the senior. He was simply courting death. Then, under Xiao Changshan's gaze, the leader of the barbarian sect quickly withdrew his hand and bowed to Xiao Changtian. Senior, we were wrong just now. I apologize to you now. Before Imam Zhangtian could respond to what was going on, he saw the barbarian sect master bow to him and apologize. The other members of the barbarian sect were even more dumbfounded. What's going on? Zong, sect master must have taken the wrong medicine. At this moment, the other members of the barbarian sect did not see the Black Tortoise in the corner of the room. He looked at the reaction of the leader of the barbarian sect in surprise. Even Xiao Changtian was surprised. Could it be that this guy in front of him had schizophrenia? This disease was not common in this world. He had never even heard of it. However, he could transmigrate. What was impossible in this world? Since this barbarian sect master was a mental patient, he would not bother with him so much. After all, if a mental patient went crazy, he would not dare to deal with it. Sect master, what's wrong with you? Seeing the sect master of the barbarian sect like this, the other members of the barbarian sect could not help but walk up to the sect master and ask in confusion. The leader of the barbarian sect didn't pay attention to them. He was still looking at Xiao Changtian, who was bowing. All right, I forgive you. You should leave quickly. Xiao Changtian knew that when a mental patient went crazy, no one could stop him. Xiao Changtian had been tired for the whole day, and he didn't want to be implicated again. All right, senior, I'll leave now. The leader of the barbarian sect didn't expect Xiao Changtian to let him go so quickly. After saying that, he ran away without caring about anything else. Damn, this. What is going on? Zong. Sect master, wait for us. Seeing the leader of the barbarian sect run away so quickly, the remaining members of the barbarian sect all chased after him in panic. Ah, no wonder that boy called Manly is like this. It turns out that his father is a psychopath. Xiao Changtian shook his head helplessly. The black tortoise saw that before it could make a move, that person had run out in fear. It only sighed. The leader of the barbarian sect, who had run far away, was panting heavily as he looked at Xiao Changshan's courtyard. He was absolutely not mistaken just now. The black tortoise under the eaves just now was the legendary black tortoise. It was simply terrifying. Sect Master, why are you running? The few people from the barbarian sect who had caught up with them looked at the leader of the barbarian sect and asked curiously. Are you stupid? Didn't you see the black tortoise behind Xiao Changtian? Seeing that these people were still asking questions in confusion, the sect master of the barbarian sect said in a bad mood. What is it? Black tortoise? Sect master, are you mistaken? Why is black tortoise in that small courtyard? Hearing the words of the leader of the barbarian sect, the others asked in disbelief. Was the sect master really not seeing things? How was this possible? What's wrong? Do you not even believe me now? Looking at the few people in front of him, the barbarian sect leader glared at them and said. Chapter 868, Chu Sheng, 1, The black tortoise is actually in his courtyard and is still so obedient. That Xiao Changtian is really not to be trifled with. The leader of the barbarian sect said with a serious expression. Damn it, Manly actually provoked such an expert. This is pushing me into the fire pit. At this moment, the leader of the barbarian sect was filled with guilt towards the barbarian elder. He actually suspected that the barbarian elder was playing with him. He even said those words to the barbarian elder. Just thinking about it made the leader of the barbarian sect very regretful. Aren't we going to take revenge for Manly? Seeing the sect master of the barbarian sect like this, someone asked without thinking. Because he still found it unbelievable. Report your head. Hurry up and return to the sect. With that, the sect leader flew back to the barbarian sect. The remaining few people watched as the sect leader of the barbarian sect turned around and left without hesitation, so they shook their heads helplessly and followed him. The next day, Xiao Changtian woke up early to go hunting. He still had to work hard to earn money and exchange spiritual crystal points with the system. Therefore, he could not be careless with the Glorious Star Restaurant's business. On the other side, outside Glorious Star Restaurant. Star China Building, these big words are simply too shocking. Chu Sheng was standing not far away from the Glorious Star Restaurant. He looked at the three big words on the Glorious Star Restaurant and said. He had never seen such beautiful and powerful calligraphy before. Looking at the three big words, Glorious Star Pavilion, this made him, a calligraphy lover, very excited. I must get this plaque. With that, Chu Sheng walked towards the Glorious Star Restaurant. Chu Sheng. What are you doing here? The white beast in the Glorious Star Tower asked with a serious expression when it saw Taoist Chu Sheng walk in. The white beast knew that Chu Sheng had broken his master's arm. Seeing that Chu Sheng had come all the way here, it immediately looked at him warily and said, Kid, why are you so agitated? Seeing the white beast looking at him warily, Taoist Chu Sheng raised his eyebrows and asked. Wasn't this kid Master Wancha's disciple? How dare you shout in front of me? He was really courting death. Hurry up, kid. Call the author of the plaque outside. I have something to tell him. Looking at the white beast, Taoist Chu Sheng didn't pay much attention to him. She only said lazily to him. The reason why Chu Sheng could be so arrogant was because he had the support of the Jade Nether Kingdom's imperial family. One had to know that the largest and strongest country in the Jade Lake sacred world was the Jade Nether Kingdom. It could be said that the Jade Nether Kingdom controlled many places in the Jade Lake sacred world. Not only that, but there were also many sects in the Jade Nether Kingdom that were extremely powerful. Moreover, Chu Xing's cultivation base was at the sage sect, and he had the backing of the imperial family. It could be said that he would be respected no matter where he went. Now that he was in Star Town, he did not know if it was because he was too far away from the Jade Nether Kingdom or because the people here were so powerful, but they did not show him any respect at all. On the contrary, they were all hostile. You want to find Senior? Hee, just you. Dream on. The white beast looked at Chu Sheng and said without hesitation. Kid, do you know who you are talking to? Seeing the white beast like this, Chu Sheng's face was also filled with anger. Now, even a young boy dared to talk to him like this. Did he really think that he was so weak? Aren't you afraid that your head will fall off in the next second? Chu Sheng looked at the white beast threateningly. If this kid dared to say anything else, he might really make a move. I was wondering who this was. Isn't this Taoist priest Chu Sheng? At this moment, Limitless walked out from the kitchen and said. He had heard the commotion just now, so he came out to take a look. He did not expect it to be this guy. Yo, isn't this Limitless? Why did he become a kitchen manager now? Looking at Boundless, who was still wearing his kitchen uniform, Chu Sheng said with a mocking expression. I didn't expect you to have reached this stage after so many years. Ha ha ha. As for Boundless, who was mocked by Taoist priest Chu Sheng, his face was gloomy. What happened? What happened? At this moment, Elder Su, Elder Kong, and the others in the Glorious Star restaurant heard the commotion and rushed over. Yo, you guys are together. Ha ha ha, this is too funny. Looking at the few old men who came out, Taoist Chu Sheng laughed loudly. This was because Chu Sheng had known Limitless and the others from the beginning. Although they knew each other, they had never gotten along. Limitless and the others could not stand Chu Sheng, and Chu Sheng could not stand them either. Now, Chu Sheng couldn't help but laugh when he saw the few people in front of him doing this in the Glorious Star restaurant. You old Taoist Chu Sheng. You actually dare to mock us? After so many years, aren't you still at Glory Sect strength? Limitless looked at Taoist Chu Sheng and said rudely. This fellow really thought that he was someone important just because he knew someone from the Jade Nether Kingdom's imperial family. I didn't expect you to still be so sharp-tongued after not seeing you for so long. What? With your strength as a sacred sovereign, do you still want to compare with my Glory Sect strength? The two of them retorted rudely. I'm really sorry, but my strength has already reached the level of a sage sect. If you wanted to cause trouble here, it was best to think twice. The Limitless General looked at Chu Sheng coldly. He did not believe that the four of them could not defeat him alone. After listening to Wu Jiang's words, Taoist Chu Sheng's face was full of surprise. He hadn't thought that the four of them would actually reach the strength of Sage Sect. This time, it would be difficult for him to deal with her. What is it? Do you really want to attack me? Don't tell me you don't know who's behind me. I have no other purpose in coming here now. I just want the plaque on the top floor of your Glorious Star restaurant. In terms of strength, Chu Sheng indeed had no chance of winning against Limitless and the others, but this did not stop him from continuing to be arrogant. Huh, you still want our Glorious Star restaurant's plaque? Dream on. After hearing Taoist priest Chu Sheng's words, Limitless laughed and said. This Taoist priest Chu Sheng actually wanted Senior's plaque. He was really delusional. What are you all doing here? At this moment, Xiao Changtian walked in from the entrance of the Glorious Star restaurant and asked curiously. Senior, you're here. Looking at Xiao Changtian, the others immediately said respectfully. At this moment, Taoist Chu Sheng was also sizing up Xiao Changtian. Could this person in front of him be the expert they were talking about? How was this possible? Wasn't he just a mortal? Chapter 869, A Contest, 1, Senior, this guy wants the Glorious Star Tower's plaque. If we don't agree, he won't leave. Then, Limitless started to complain to Xiao Changtian. Oh. There's actually such a thing. Xiao Changtian looked at Chu Sheng in surprise. This old man looked quite normal. He didn't expect him to do such a thing. Uncle, our Glorious Star Restaurant signboard is not for sale. Xiao Changtian smiled at Chu Sheng and said. Chu Sheng listened to Xiao Changshen's answer and didn't say anything. Instead, he glanced at him and said indifferently, could it be that the plaque outside was written by you? Xiao Changtian frowned and looked at Taoist Chu Sheng. Yes, I wrote the plaque outside. Xiao Changtian said without hesitation. What was wrong with this old man? Why was he so obsessed with his own plaque? Could it be that this old man was not going to leave until he got the plaque? You wrote it? How is that possible? How could a person like you write such words? What Xiao Changtian didn't expect was that this old man would laugh at him after hearing his words. Old Taoist Chu Sheng, are you courting death? How dare you say that about Senior? Hearing Chu Sheng's words, not only Xiao Changtian, but everyone else around him looked at him angrily. This Taoist priest Chu Sheng actually dared to say such things about Senior. He was really courting death. Wasn't he afraid that Senior would get angry and slap him to death? After hearing Chu Sheng's words, Xiao Changshen's expressionless face was filled with anger. Is this old man all right? A person like me, what kind of person am I? No, uncle, don't be unreasonable here. Although I, Xiao Changtian, respect the old and love the young, if you still refuse to let me go, don't blame me for bullying the old. Xiao Changtian said. It seemed that if he didn't show his power, everyone would really think that he was a sick cat. Such a thing had been happening for the past few days. If he didn't stop it, anyone would dare to come and find trouble in the future. Kid, since you said you wrote this plaque, do you dare to bet with me? Seeing Xiao Changshen's arrogance, Chu Sheng's interest was piqued. It just so happened that Limitless and the others were also present. Although he couldn't win in martial arts, he could still win in literature. At that time, he would be able to obtain that plaque openly. After hearing Taoist priest Chu Sheng's words, the faces of Limitless and the others turned ugly. Everyone knew that Chu Sheng had been practicing calligraphy since he was 3 years old. He had been practicing calligraphy for decades. Now, he actually wanted to use what he was best at to compare with his senior. How shameless. How do you want to compete? Xiao Changtian raised his eyebrows and asked. He was not afraid of the competition. He did not believe that the old man in front of him could compare to him. Xiao Changtian was very confident in his calligraphy. It's very simple. Let's compete in calligraphy. If I win, the plaque outside will be mine. Chu Sheng had already thought about it, he just needed Xiao Changtian to agree. As for this competition, he was 100% confident because he didn't believe that the words Glorious Star Restaurant were written by Xiao Changtian. What if you lose? Xiao Changtian sneered as he looked at Chu Sheng. If I lose, how can I lose? But you said that for the sake of fairness. If I lose, I'll give you the spirit brush in my hand. Chu Sheng said confidently. Spirit brush? This Taoist Chu Sheng was actually so willing. That's right. He was actually so willing to do so. However, he did not know who would win. After all, Taoist Chu Sheng had decades of experience. Chu Sheng's experience was probably even greater than his senior's age. Hearing Taoist Chu Sheng's words, the surrounding people whispered. They knew how important the spirit brush was. The spirit brush was not just a brush, it was also a magic weapon that could kill. Moreover, it was a very high-level magic tool. This spirit brush was very precious to Taoist Chu Sheng. Although I don't care about this pen, it seems to be very important to you. Since you're so sincere, let's do this. Xiao Changtian didn't care about the rewards. He just wanted to teach this old man a lesson and not cause trouble outside just because he was old. Humph. He didn't care at all. In a while, he would make you lose completely. Seeing Xiao Changshan's disdain, Chu Xing rolled his eyes and said. This brat actually despised his spirit brush. He was simply too arrogant. In a while, he would let this kid know what true strength was. Since the bet has been set, let's start now. Otherwise, it will affect the business of my glorious star restaurant. Xiao Changtian glanced at Chu Xing and said. White Beast, Uncle Limitless, please help me prepare some brush and ink. Xiao Changtian said to the people behind him. Senior, I have some here, but it's very ordinary. At this moment, Elder Wanshou walked in from outside and said. He didn't expect Chu Xing to be so fast. Since Uncle Wanshou is prepared, then it doesn't matter if it's ordinary. Xiao Changtian waved his hand nonchalantly. Calligraphy was not about tools. Even if he used ordinary brush and ink, Xiao Changtian could still write well. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Master Daoist Wanshou did not hesitate and quickly took out his brush and ink. On the other side, Taoist Chu Xing took out his spirit brush. He looked at the ordinary tools on Xiao Changshan's side. Chu Xing sneered. How could that brush and ink compare to his own spirit brush? This Xiao Changtian really overestimated himself. Just wait to lose. Senior, can we really win? Looking at the gap between the two sides, Limitless said worriedly. Uncle Limitless, how can you not trust Senior? Who was Senior? Since he had said it, he would definitely win. Lorraine consoled him from the side. This wasn't a consolation, because Lorraine believed that her Senior would definitely win. At this moment, Xiao Changtian and Taoist Chu Xing each occupied a table and prepared their tools. Since both of us are ready, let's set a theme first. I'll let you have your way this time. You can decide the theme this time. Taoist Chu Xing looked at Xiao Changtian and revealed a determined smile. Because he believed that no matter what the theme was, he would win. Alright, since you put it that way, then don't set a theme. Just write 4 big words. Twisting heaven and earth. What do you think? Xiao Changtian said with a smile, you're tuning into the Han Li's Wuxia Adventures YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.